Hello, everyone. I'm Dianne Guenin-Lelle, as you probably know. I am still this semester Associate Provost of Assessment and Advising on Advising. Heather Betts is slowly taking over some of the responsibilities of advising and has already taken over the responsibilities for assessment. So I'm tasked at this moment to help you all as first-year seminar advisors understand a little bit more about what that means. I'm also an instructor of a seminar, and I understand that this has been an incredibly complex kind of transition that we've made. For those of us who have taught before, these first-year seminars are like we've never, ever had to teach. This is a new experience for us. And for those of you who haven't taught at Albion before or haven't taught a first-year seminar at Albion before, this is also a very new experience for you. So what I'm going to do with this is just have a short presentation, and it's in the form of questions and answers to try to clarify some things that are particularly important to think about at this juncture with advising. So as a brief introduction, like I said, some of you have a lot of experience advising, others of you don't. So I'm going to incorporate both what you might have experienced in the past, as well as what we're having to transition into doing this particular year. So for those of you who have experience doing this, you'll have a question, I'm sure, something like, do we have to attend separate workshops? And as my husband's doing some home repair, so we're going to have a little bit of background noise here. So the question would be, do we have to attend separate workshops as in the past as part of our stipend? The answer is no. Another question, as an academic advisor, I focus on academics with my advisees, right? It's my job, right? Well, yeah, but also we would like for you, for their success, to focus on their belonging and well-being and becoming familiar with Albion, not just the campus, but the town. Also, helping them begin the path toward a career as they discover careers, as they connect their academic interests into an entire program of study. And this in addition to their current courses and planning next semester's schedule. Another question, should I advise students like I teach them? Not really. Much of advising is helping students figure things out about college life, figuring out things about their careers, about how they can stay healthy, how they can connect to services. It's not that they're having to figure it out on their own. That really won't help them as much as guiding them through understanding what it is that they might need. So one big difference is we should talk less and listen more while we advise. Asking the right questions is very important. So here's a link for some sample questions that comes from the appreciative advising questions approach to advising. Another thing that we've heard is, so there are no more paper folders with advisees information. Correct. We have Beacon and Argos. And just as in years past, we have varying amounts of information for our advisees. Some incoming first-year students have profiles on Beacon. Not all of my particular students do yet. I'm assuming you're in the same position. And then Argos becomes more of a tool as the students complete more academic coursework. That becomes a repository for a lot of their information. Speaking of Beacon, how can we access student information on Beacon? Well, here you go. You log in to Campus Labs platforms at albion.campuslabs.com. You click on Beacon, and on the right side of your screen, you'll see My Network with students who you are working with currently. There's also a search bar to find another student. And to get more complete information on how to access this, here's the link to Chris Berry's first video on accessing student information on Beacon. Where do I find other materials? Because I know Beacon and Argos won't have everything. Well, here's a Here's a little bit more of a list. There's, besides Beacon and Argos, the first year seminar Moodle course web. There's the academic advising website. It may not have the latest material, but there are a lot that's still quite relevant. There's the registrar's office. There's the provost's office for some more policy related things. There's also the Cutler Center at cutler@albion.edu and others. So basically, there are people out who can help give you information or help get you to the latest information. Thinking a little bit more about advising for next semester. How will I advise students after the end of Module A? Well, we're still considering how best to help you advise your students since your semester will have ended. We'll keep you posted with suggestions in the next couple of weeks. How are modules organized? I never really quite understood that. Well, it's pretty simple to break down. It's 2.5 units max per module, up to 4.5 units. I know you have more questions, so please don't hesitate to ask. You can email me at dguenin-lelle@albion.edu. I wish you luck. I know it's going to be a lot of work, and I know that you are really going to do a fine job. My best to everyone.